Hi, Leo. This will be your reading for the first couple weeks of July, or the first half of July, right around in there. So let's see what's going on. We're going to take a look at love, and then the second part, we'll take a look at career, money, finances, that sort of thing. So we'll get started right now for the lovely sign of Leo. Let's see what's going on for love for Leos. Is the highest information and clearest information for Leos out there watching this video regarding love, please. Love, Leo, first part of July. First part of July. Okay. Ooh, all right. Okay. All right. Okay, so, well, interesting. So we start off with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups. There's a lot of like walking away, coming back, walking away, coming back with this reading. So, and if it's not that dramatic, like not that back and forth, like not actually walking out the door and then coming back, if it's not, it's just maybe emotionally, just sort of feeling that way with this particular person you are dealing with. I tend to think this is new. This seems like a new relationship to me, not necessarily like one that's been around for a long time or something. We do have the Page of Cups here. There's just some sort of obstacle here with this situation, though. Could be that you have two choices. Actually, I think I might have remembered that from your last reading, too. That could be, because these do seem like two different energies. So let me just take a look here. I tend to lean that way. I think this might be two possible people that you are involved with. And there's a lot of water in this. So could be a water sign, heavy water sign coming through here. I'm sorry, just give me a second here. I tend to think there's one that you are really emotionally invested with, and unfortunately, that's the one that's the hardest to obtain for you for some reason. I think that, and it's not necessarily that's hard for you to obtain. It's just like it's the hardest one. That's the one that's not kind of gelling well and working out as anticipated. Whereas the other one is like a little bit more tangible, a little bit more easy, easy to go to. So, but I think that you're more invested in one of these than the other, which, I mean, that's typical. That makes sense. But like really, I really feel like you have some like pretty deep feelings for this person. And for some reason, it's just not getting off the ground. Like you're not being able to get the start that you want with this person. You want them to kind of step up from, if it's not two people, okay, and it's just like, one person, then it's just sort of like, they're fun and they're flirty and they're all those things, but it's like you're like okay already with the flirting, and it's like where is this when is this going to step up? When is this person going to I'm sorry, hold on, let me plug in my battery. Just got like one of those little warning flashes on my screen here. There we go. When is this person going to step up and like move this thing along? Are they ever going to do that? I get this sort of deep emotional connection with this person, but it's kind of like you're not getting the full deal. You're getting like the little bit of it, not the full attention that you deserve and want. If it's two people that you're dealing with, like I said, then it's kind of the same thing. It's like I just feel like it's that one, the one that you're more emotionally inclined to want to, invest your time with and stuff, just for some reason, that's not the one that's working out. And the other one just seems to be more available and kind of a little bit more just fun and, not really going anywhere kind of thing. I do see things changing here. I do see movement here too. There's possible that there's movement involved in this situation, like act literally moving, or travel of some sort. Um, I do see, yeah, see, this is opposing energy with you, with the sun and the moon. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Why is the Six of Swords here? I think you might be moving away from all this. What is the Six of Swords, please, for Leo in love? Okay, all right. All right. Okay. All right. Good news is, well, okay. I think this person, will step up. The one that, like, I'm going to start saying if you have two people, if you have one people, whatever, and let's just narrow it down at this point. So if you just have one person, just listen to it that way. If you got two people, the other person's not really significant anyway, so there's no reason to really. I mean, I'm not saying they're insignificant, but I think the one that you are interested in is this one. So I'm just going to talk that way from now on, so you guys will get it. All right, that'll make things much clearer and move faster. So I do believe this is heading somewhere. All right, it may not feel like it right now. I think that I think your patience is wearing thin. Your emotional heart is wearing thin from this. But I think if you have some patience, I do feel this person is coming towards you with the things that you want. I do have the Hierophant here, which is about commitment. It's about solid commitment, okay? This card's a little different in this deck, though. So I'm going to be honest. This is a very codependent kind of situation, all right? It's, the Devil card is at the bottom of the deck, too, which is, again, all about kind of codependency on each other. And it's not super unhealthy, it's very natural, quite frankly. But let's just hope that it develops stronger from that, because, most of the love readings I do, like even like on a personal level, outside of these, I see this a lot, but I also see it go both ways. I see it develop into something, nicer and more beautiful along the way, or I just see it stuck, in this like kind of devil codependency, area. So just, the Hierophant is a great card of commitment and things like that. But in this deck, it reminds me very much of the Devil card. There's really not much difference between these two, and, these people look indebted to each other, to this, to a higher power, it's just a little odd. But you do have the Empress under the deck, and you also have the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. You have some really great cards underneath, that tell me that, this does have potential. So in this particular case, I do think, even though you have that codependency aspect there, I think this could be going somewhere. But let's take a look on the other side and see what's going on with them. Towards Leo, please. What's going on towards Leo with love? Wow, interesting. Okay. So their obstacles are very similar to yours. That is like crazy. So you guys both have the same obstacle right now. So this tells me, this could be too that the other person that you are dealing with is involved with someone else. All right. And it's like about getting to the point where you guys can finally be together, So I will say that if any of that is the scenario, that I mentioned, this person does and I don't see that very often. I'm gonna be honest. When there's like multiple people involved in things, usually there's kind of a different story. But like I don't even have to spin this, because this person he or she, whatever, has interest in you, and they want to move towards you. They do. So it's not like the typical scenario. Like if let's say you're dating, let's say this a reading for a woman, and she's dating a man, and that man has a wife, and keeps saying that he's going to leave the wife so he can be with you. And, it's like, yeah, right, that's never going to happen. In this particular case, I actually do see like somewhat, but this is in their obstacles. So they're not really able to do this yet, but they want to. All right, that doesn't say they are. I'm not saying like if that happens to be your situation. And I'm not saying this person's leaving their wife or their husband for you or whatever. They want to. Whether or not they do that is a different thing, because this is in their obstacles. Okay, so obstacles is movement. All right, in their thing, like moving away, moving from things, moving towards you, that sort of deal. All right, they are very stressed out and all that right now. So they have a lot of burdens on their plate. They are extremely stressed out. Probably it's all more in their head, and they're making things way, making what is it, mountains out of molehills or molehills or whatever the hell, it's like that kind of energy going on with them right now. And their obstacle is this love. They have love for you. I get it. That they definitely do. And again, with travel, this very all could. I have 3 travel cards here. All right, 1 on your side, 2 on their side. This could be long distance, not working out, not being able to get to each other, not being able to connect at this point. You guys just want to start, you want to have this thing, but it's like, there's something about distance that's like holding you back. That's possible. I do see movement. So I do see travel here. Maybe you guys are going to go on a trip. I don't know. I see reconciliation here too. A little bit of dark cards around that. I'm not sure about that one. That might be the other person. But I do see, that there is like coming together, trying to, message each other, communicate with each other, close the distance, close the gap. All right. So I do see that as an effort. You guys want the same thing. On your side of your obstacles, you have the Knight of Cups. They have the Ace of Cups. On your side of obstacles, you have the Fool, which is about taking a leap, taking a journey. They have the Chariot, which is a very similar type. It's about, taking, it's about traveling or, being successful in a journey, things like that. So you guys have the exact same obstacles here. So I just see like there's just a lot of bullshit, in the way, unfortunately. But something is coming together towards the end here, because we do have 2 like movement cards where this stagnancy, this stagnant place is changing. Okay, so that is good. Reconciliation again, but more secrets. I think this is going to be ongoing, guys. I just don't see like a super strong resolution to this quite yet. I've got the 5 of Cups here. I have the Emperor here. There's possibly a father figure is messing with things in some way. I don't know exactly how that could be, but there may be like some sort of actual father or a father figure. It could be a boss, maybe this is a job that this person has to go and keep going and then they can't see you. I don't, I'm not really sure, but there's something about this emperor type figure that causes disappointment, between you guys, causes issues, that sort of thing. And it's just, it's problematic. I get it, but there's something about it that it's there for a reason. So you just got to hang tight. I mean, you have like decent cards that keep wanting to come out, but nothing yet. I'm going to be honest. It looks like this might be a little bit ongoing, through the month of July. So I can't get a clear-cut outcome on this. So, but I do, again, I think, you guys have the same goal. So, it's just about cutting through all this. If the goal is love between both of you, that is stronger than any of this other crap. All right. So whatever all of this is, and yes, I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. I mean, I'm not making light of whatever these issues are for this general reading. There's a lot of stuff going on both sides. I get that, mostly on theirs, but on yours as well, and, problems and things like that. But this is what counts. So this shouldn't be the obstacle. This should be the goal. All right. So, just try to keep that in mind. Let's take a look at work now, you guys, and let's see what's going on with work for Leos. If anybody feels like time stamping at like let's say 1442, that would be awesome. And I will get started on your work and career reading for Leo, please, in the first part of July. What's going on with Leos in the first part of July? First part of July, work and career, highest information, clearest information for the Leos watching this video regarding their work and career sector, finances, that sort of thing. Okay, one shuffle, and we are good. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on there. Whoops, all right, kind of a messy, sloppy cut. Let's do that. Ooh, all right, go for the top card. Oh, there it is again. Interesting. Okay. All right. So some of this may tie into that love reading. All right. I think that somehow this is like affecting all that kind of stuff too. Now, I think this is going to involve traveling or moving to get what you want, as far as this goes. And this could even be like just literally leaving a job. Some of you right now are, not happy with where you're working, maybe even moving on. Maybe you've already just put in your resignation. Maybe there was a betrayal of sorts. Maybe, there was an actual, being fired or something like that was a betrayal towards you. And you just got to kind of cut your losses and move on and look for something else. And, it's going to be a little bit of a stressful time. I see that because your obstacles are like, just trying to turn this around real quick and find something new that's like good paying and like better than what you just walked away from. Okay. The thing I will caution about is also under the obstacles is the 5 of Cups, which is sometimes it's about just being so, because I get it. Whatever this was, probably, this is like stab in the back kind of crap, and that does not feel good. And, I'm very sorry for, anyone that has happened to. That it was probably shocking, and I do, I empathize with that. As simple as it sounds to say, I know it's hard to do, and it might sound condescending, to say this at this point, but it is true. And your obstacle is what you got to get past it. Because, you need to kind of get on the ball, get something rolling, and it's going to be really hard, with this, because you're just kind of, this is, it's getting kind of caught up in the self-pity of the situation. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be, because whatever this was probably totally sucked and wasn't your fault and was probably, unjust and all of those things. But the thing is, we can't stay in that energy forever. As much as it doesn't make sense, we don't know why, I've been there before. You're thinking, oh my God, was this karmic? Did I do something like to deserve, because I don't feel like I did everything right. And this just came out, and sometimes things just happen that way. But the point is not to dwell on it, not to stay in that, because you're probably gonna be mopey a little bit. You're gonna be, pissed. You're going to be depressed, whatever, those types of things. But, the cards are saying, no, screw that. Don't let them keep victimizing you. They victimized you once, they left you in this position. Don't let them keep doing that to you. Get on the horse, I know that, again, I know that's like annoying to hear, you don't want to hear that, right? But that is what sometimes we do need to hear. You got to get back on the horse, and ride this out, because you're better than that shit. You can triumph, okay? You can't let them keep you prisoner in this like pity mode, and that's, screw that. You're not a victim, you're a Leo. All right, but your outcome is not super hot, but this can be beat. Okay, it's the 8 of Swords is so common. It's such a common card in our lives today because it's about stress that kind of like builds up, and it just makes us feel like we don't know what to do. She's all like bound up and it's like, oh my God, enough already. I get it. But, you do have brighter things on the horizon coming in. It's about being able to take this, and get out of that energy, and I know that's going to be difficult. Like I said, easier said than done, but you can do it, and you do have something coming in. So you do have a fresh new start coming in. There's going to be some other offers. You've got quite a few. I think you have the potential to get something right away. And then I think some other things are going to make themselves available. All right. And then you do have some good cards. All right. So from that, what I think is going to happen is, again, something will make itself available, some sort of job. Maybe this wasn't, maybe you're just still looking for a job, whatever, this is good. The Page of Pentacles, something's coming in. So you're going to have an opportunity. Then there's like, it's an okay opportunity. Then there's another opportunity. And then we get to the Hierophant. So this is either marriage, that may serve you well. That could be good. Or it is a committed job that you really like. And, it's something that you are good at since you were young and you're fond of. And, it's something with the Fool card, which is awesome. You can take a new adventure, things like that. And this is like soulmate stuff. This is things like a job you will love. All right. This isn't coming in the first part, though, of July. This is on its way. You just got to kind of ride this out a little bit longer, and, it's coming. And just know that this is coming. Everything goes in waves. That. We've been around the block long enough at this point. We know that. Things suck for a while, but then they always come back up. So just keep remembering that, because this is what's coming up. Okay. Really, really good cards. All right. So just hang in there. Take that Page of Pentacles job if you have to. It's not an oh my God job, but it'll get you through, and good things are coming. All right. So, all right, hang in there, Leo. Sorry, that was a tough read on the work front, and that's never fun, but do see good things are coming in. So just ride it out. All right, thanks, guys. See you for I'll probably either do mid-July or like end of July videos. So I'll see you soon. All right, bye.